I don't know if they're gonna see this and be like, take it down or we'll sue. I fucking wish they would. They violated the contract first. I got this whole thread of emails. I knew I should keep this just in case some shit pops off. What's up, idols? It's CC Lesson 3. Welcome back to my channel. Why? So for today's video, I am here to make a rant, because that's generally how I feel better about these things, slash apology, slash warning video about this company that I had to cut ties with because of just unprofessionalism, late payments, dodgy customer service, a lot of complaints from customers, and this company is Teami Blends. I'm gonna get more into the details, but like, I'm supposed to be doing one video every month for the past few months, including last month. That didn't happen. I'll tell you why. And for the rest of the summer, and I can't. I don't want to. I asked to end it. I'm gonna, all right, so let's go. And it's funny because this is actually the one non-Korean brand that I featured on my channel. I've never had any problem with Korean brands. This is the one. I'm not saying all non-Korean brands are a problem. I'm just noticing a trend for me. Before we get into this video, I'd like to ask you guys to follow me on Instagram because I post on my story there a lot. My life in Korea, my travels, updates and stuff, recommendations, funny reels and K-pop stuff. Also a lot of news. Like, I found some really good stuff that I like to repost about Korean news to keep myself and people up to date. Subscribe if you haven't. It means the world to me. It's totally free for you, but it just keeps me motivated. Like the video, leave a comment if this is the type of content that you enjoy. I don't want that to be long, no long intro, so let's jump right into it. So I will take you guys back, starting from, it was either December 2020 or January 2021. I never heard of this company. Like, okay, I lied. I heard of Teami Blends through like 저는 미국 사람입니다, Megan Moon now. And I remember it was like a protein shake, like it's for working out and stuff. So when they messaged me, I was like, oh, sweetie, I don't work out. Like, y'all are barking up the wrong tree. But they told me, we do skincare, and we've seen like your past skincare videos, so we'd like to know if you'd be interested in helping us promote our skincare brand. I was like, oh, cool, great. If you guys have seen my past skincare videos, I've always preached about the same ingredients. If it has hyaluronic acid, green tea, vitamin C, things like that. And this was a green tea detox mask, so I was excited about that. I love green tea in my skincare. So I was trying to come back to Korea February 2021, and quarantine ended up costing me like $1,500 US. So I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna come up with that. And along with this one video, it was one dedicated video, they gave me $800. To just be honest and talk about how I like it. And I've honestly used it ever since. Like, they sponsored me in February, they sponsored me in March, and then they sponsored me this year, March, April, May, June, July, August. It was supposed to be this whole summer. I'll get into why it's not happening. I was like, oh, y'all wanna work with me again? Like, I've genuinely been using this mask. Like, I'd love to. So I'm gonna read you guys some of these emails, the gaslighting and late payments and just unprofessionalism, inconsistency. And also to warn you guys, because I know a lot of people do YouTube and are starting to do YouTube, and you know, some of the bad things about doing sponsorships is when the payment is late or they seem dodgy or there's just not enough communication and inconsistencies. So this is like the worst experience I've ever had with that regard. I've never, in my 4 years of doing YouTube, had someone pay me late, had someone manipulate the contract and contradict themselves. Look, okay, sorry. Anywho, so one thing that I should have done was look up the reviews. But when in my mind, if someone tells you something is negative, you go into it with that expectation. If someone tells you something is positive, you go into it with that expectation. So I wanted to have a neutral ground. I wanted to try it for myself. And it actually wasn't until they paid me late for the first time that my boyfriend looked up the reviews on Trustpilot, and dog, they have an average of 1.8 stars. Oh, hell no! And I have noticed that in the more recent dates is when the really bad reviews are coming. So I think the company is just heading in a bad direction. And this isn't slander. This is straight up my experience with them. Once I saw that this is how they deal with their customers, I was not surprised that I was receiving such unprofessionalism, no communication, inconsistencies. Okay, so again, I'm sorry. I'll start back from when I first worked with them. So like I said, I was trying to come to Korea. I was short on funds. They gave me $800 for a video. They liked my first video. They gave me another $800 for another video. So that was last year, made $1,600 with them. It was great. I kept the masks, been using it all year. But it's like, at what point is it okay to like support their product when they don't support the customers and you? So I don't think, I'm not gonna use it going forward. So that's just my thing. They told me in the contract that like once they approve the video, that once I post the video and successfully post it, to let them know, send them the link, and then they would pay me. As soon as I sent the link, I got one of those failure to send domain type of emails. So I was just like, huh, this is the same email she's been sending me. Like I just added to the thread. I didn't like start a new email. So I'm like, why is it not working suddenly? I've tried a few times. I let a few days go by and I just did not hear from her. And I finally went on Teami's website and found other people I could reach out to, PR teams and stuff. And they let me know that she was recently fired. So I was like, oh, and it's like, I'll handle your case from now on. They paid me in January 2021, they paid me in March of 2021, so it was perfect, everything was great. So this year, January of 2022, let me just look at the dates. I got this whole thread of emails. I knew I should keep this just in case some shit pops off. I don't know if somebody's gonna try and sue somebody. I don't know if somebody's gonna try and say I'm lying, but I have all the receipts. I never delete these emails. So on January 18, 2022, they said, hi, we'd like to sponsor you again. And I was like, oh my God, that would be amazing. Like I've had nothing but decent and good experiences so far, with the exception of suddenly thinking I was getting like scammed because as soon as they got what they wanted from me, I wasn't getting payment and I couldn't get in touch. Other than that, everything was fine, and the March collaboration, everything was fine. So I was more than happy to hear from them again. We finally got things confirmed and she gave me an offer, yep, late February. So they offered me $600 for 6 months to do a video. So one video per month for 6 months, totaling $3,600. So I was like, wow, oh my God, yes. Like I already used this mask and you just want me to put it in a few videos. Fucking yes, I'll do that. I've showed you guys the cleanser like 2 or 3 times. I showed the mask like 4 or 5 times. I haven't gotten around to the serum because they just stopped responding. So that's coming later. Communication was great for like the first month. Everything was fine. After I posted the video though, in March, I started to get 1 email a day despite however many questions I had. For next month, can I use this mask again just because I want to talk about it some more? Asking about time limits, how, like whenever I had questions, she would send an email and I responded to 1 question and disregard the rest. I was like, excuse me, like is there any other way I can reach out to you? Like, are you on Instagram or WhatsApp? I don't know, but like 1 email a day just ain't enough. She told me if I ever had any questions like that were an emergency to reach out to David. She gave me his email. And at first he was great. Like I think the first email I sent to him got a response immediately, and then I never heard from him again. This is back in March, people. I still have not heard from him since March, despite sending I don't know how many emails at this point to him. So then when I couldn't get in touch with her, I messaged David and asked him if net 15 meant 15 business days or 15 calendar days, like 15 days total. So he messaged me right back immediately and said, going forward, like to know that net 15 days means net 15 calendar days. He said, I'll go ahead and pay you now, but going forward, I just want you to understand that. So I was like, okay, great, thanks. So March's video, I got paid in like 3 days. Like it was very quick. April is when things started to get dodgy. I had just posted my April video and I messaged David asking him about the payment. I messaged her, Shelby, asking about the payment. She said that she would try to like bump me up to priority to like get me paid sooner. That did not happen. Okay, so she approved April's video, April 15th. So that starts the 15 calendar days. So it was May 5th, and I asked her if there was an update with the payment because it's been more than 15 calendar days. Then she says, hi Isis, payroll just informed me PayPal is having issues today, but yours is first to get paid as soon as it's fixed. I was like, okay. So I said, any estimate of that will be, I have bills I have to pay ASAP. Like, I'm an adult. I'm assuming it was May 6th or May 7th that they paid me, and I said, when would you like May's video? Because I didn't bring up the issue of being paid late. So she asked me if May 11 works. I said, sure, I can do that. So I asked if going forward, I could post a video once I've been paid. And they said, we can't change, please keep this in mind going forward. So specifically, she said, unfortunately, I can't change the contract since it already says payment after 100% successful posting. You can send the draft over whenever you have it ready. And then I said, I understand, but also says payment net 15 days. What should I do if the payment is late again? Then she sent me David's email again and said to email him when I have like questions or emergencies. I said, I emailed him once or twice over the last few weeks and I haven't heard back since. Mind you, it's May 11th. I have not heard from David since March, and I've reached out several times at this point. The next day, she says, hey Isis, I think it may be best to pause this collaboration at this time. I can reach back out in a few weeks. Now this should have been my first sign that financially things aren't good for them. So I had already filmed the video, so I was very frustrated. I filmed and edited. So I said, can I ask why? I already filmed this month's video, and I sent her the link. And then she said, hey, I didn't think you filmed yet. Yes, you can go ahead and post this one. So that was May 14th. And May 16th, I said, good morning. I made the video live today instead because it was the weekend and I knew I couldn't get in touch with you. So May 17th, she said, hey, Isis, yep, we'll send us over to payroll for you right now. This is when literally days and days started to go behind in the email. Now I used to hear from her like once or twice a week. So basically, March's payment came early, like well before the 15 days. April's was late. I think it was probably like May 26th that I got paid when I got to Korea. So you guys saw the video I made about how YouTube suddenly deactivated all my monetization because I had to confirm some information on July 1st. So from July 1st, I was not making any money on YouTube. And again, thank you guys so much for those donations because I haven't been doing much lately because I ended up catching COVID and stuff, but I've been able to chill. I haven't been like as stressed or like wondering what I'm gonna do next. Like I've been saving a lot, so thank you so much for that. But on top of all that, this Teamy stuff was going down because I had not been paid from them for June's video. So it's early July and I'm waiting for that payment. So on June 16th, for June's video, she said, hey Isis, looks great, thank you, I'll send this over to payroll for you. June 23rd, I said, great, thank you so much, because I try to keep it like a reminder, not the same day confirmation, like thank you that you sent it to me. Like if I send you an email a few days later, I want you to like have that refreshed and brought up to the top, like just remember like to pay me. Okay. June 29th. I said, hello, I'm sorry, but it's been 15 days. I was wondering if everything is okay with the payment for this month's video. July 1st, again, the day that I found out I was being demonetized on YouTube. July 1st is also the day I heard from her. She has the audacity to tell me, hey Isis, thanks for following up. Please allow up to 15 business days. Now it's business days. This whole time it's been calendar or days total. Now it's business days. After your post goes live for payment per our Net15 contract. If you have any further questions, you can reach out to David. Again, I have not heard from that dude since March. It is now July 1st. I sent a screenshot of what she told me about it being days total, calendar days, not business days. Oh my God, okay, I'm sorry. This is just, it's all coming back to me now. I said last time I asked you if it was 15 business days or 15 days total. You told me it was 15 days total, and I haven't been able to reach David for months. Last time the payment was late, it was a PayPal issue, so I thought it might be the same thing again. Now Net 15 means 15 business days, not 15 days total. Did the contract change? Did not hear from her. This was July 1st. Did not hear from her. They don't like email me to let me know, hey, check your PayPal to make sure the payment went through or anything like that. But if I go on my PayPal, I see that they paid me on July 7th. Now, she messaged me on July 1st to explain it's Net 15 is business days. And then when I asked her about it, she never responded. Literally, I never heard from her from that day forward. July 1st is the last time I ever heard from her. So, he's a phantom. So July 22nd, I straight up said, is it possible to end our contract early? The very poor communication and late payments are incredibly unprofessional. Many of my questions to you and David go ignored. Unless things improve dramatically, I no longer wish to continue this agreement. The contract has already been violated and you never offer clarification. So the last thing I ever said to her was on July 28th. And I said, it's been 6 days, so I'll take your no reply as an agreement to our contract termination. And here we are now. So I was supposed to do a video for them last month in July. I was supposed to do a video for them this month, but it's not gonna happen. If you Google Teamy Blends reviews, you will see shoddy, audacious claims of what their detox teas and protein stuff can do for you. As soon as I saw his reviews, like he's like, babe, you gotta see this. And I was like, oh wow. Again, 1.8 stars on Trustpilot. Congratulations, you played yourself. So yeah, this is just some of the downsides of YouTubing, because a lot of the times these sponsorships will tell you, in the contract, it'll say you'll get paid like 30 days after posting, 60 days, 90 days after posting, or within those days, within 90, within 30, within 60. So when you have bills due a certain day, and a lot of your payment is just any day now. I just wanted to warn you guys and vent a little bit, because again, all this coincided at the same time. July was a rough month for me. I'm not working with them anymore. I'm absolutely cutting ties. Warning for you. And, oh, and that's another thing. I don't remember who it was, and I feel embarrassed because I definitely DM'd the wrong girl back, but a girl messaged me like in May or June asking, hey, I see you work with Teamy Blends. I'm working with them too. How do you stay in contact with them? Because I cannot have stable, like, up-to-date communication. I can't talk with them. I was like, oh girl, same here. Like, I only get a response once a week now if I'm lucky. So I don't remember who that was, and I definitely DM'd the wrong girl back, and I'm so sorry about that because that was awkward. But yeah, so to see that that wasn't just me too, I was like, oh nah, bruh, we talking about this. Usually I feel better after ranting. I don't know if they're gonna see this and be like, take it down or we'll sue. I fucking wish they would. They violated the contract first with paying me late, talking about trying to pause our agreement, not communicating with me. Like, it's not me. I'm sorry, it's not me. So I feel better. Thanks for watching if you did. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Annyeong.